Hello, it's Erin. I'm back. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Book Talk. Today we are discussing Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This book was very, very good. I enjoyed it so much. It was very, very good. To me, it was actually better than Heir of Fire in my opinion. This is my second favorite in the series. Heir of Fire is third. The first is Throne of Glass, the second is this one, and then Heir of Fire. Queen of Shadows I didn't really care too much about, but about that in my book talks. But I enjoyed this book very much. It was very good. It took me a very long time to read, a few months. But I enjoyed this book very much. It was very long, but it was a fantastic read. I really, really liked it. I dove right in, and I really, really got into it. It was fantastic, and I liked it so much. There's not much I can really say. There are 7 books in the series. This is book number 4. And originally it was only going to be 6. Tower of Dawn is the 6th book in the series, and then the final book is coming out, and I'm very excited for it. I have not read Empire Storms yet. I enjoyed this book very much. It was very good. I really liked it, and it was just fantastic. If you haven't read Throne of Glass, you're missing out on a fantastic series. I suggest you read it. Anybody who likes fantasy, if you have not read the series, it's very good. I have book talks for all these books that are up right now, for all the books I've read up to this book. If you have not read this book, I suggest you do. Marathon my videos, watch every book talk on this channel. It's up to you. I suggest you read this book. It's very, very good. Continue the series if you continued reading it. Some people didn't really like the series, but that's just you. But I continued on. It took me a little long to get into the series, but eventually I got into it. I enjoyed the series very much. If you have not read this book and you do not want to get spoiled, I suggest that you read the book, check out my book talk, and then come back and we can discuss it. There's not much I can say without spoilers. All that I can say is that it's fantastic, and I suggest you pick it up. I really enjoyed this book. It was so good. I can't say enough without spoiling. And so much happened in this book, and there was so much that went down since Heir of Fire, and the story just keeps continuing, and it keeps getting better. And Sarah J. Maas, let me tell you, does not disappoint. I enjoyed this book. And that's basically it. So there's not much I can say without spoilers. So if you haven't read the book, go read it, check out my book talk, and then come back and discuss it. But for now, bye non-spoiler people. Bye! In the first chapter of this book, we find out that Celaena's name is Aline. She keeps using the name Aline. Aline is, I think, an alias. I don't think it's her actual name, I believe. I forgot what her real name is, but she uses the name Aline a lot. It's like Celaena is gone. That alter ego is gone. She left the building. There's no more Celaena. Celaena is gone. It's Aline. Aline is back, and she's better than ever. So she's going by Aline now. She's some type of alias. Celaena, Aline, whoever she's calling herself now. Who knows what she's calling herself in Empire Storms. The first chapter when we open up is a Dorian one. And honestly, when we first opened up, I was kind of confused of who we were talking to. And then we see Aedion in the dungeon, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so we must be in Dorian's POV. And honestly, Dorian is a evil, evil, evil guy. But you know what? Can't blame him. He has the collar on. He can't control himself. And I don't like Demon Dorian. Who does? He's being controlled by the collar because his Holy Father decided to go put the collar around him. But we discussed this in the last book talk. His chapter was very short. I find Demon Dorian's chapters very short. And I like the effect. I like that chapter. It was very interesting. And I like seeing his perspective and what he's going through. Because you can see Dorian inside his mind. As I said in the last book talk, I would know this because I just edited this not too long ago. Dorian, in deep part of the mind, he's there, but there's a demon controlling him, but he can control his movements. And we could see Dorian in his perspective, in the way it's written, him actually struggling to not be like this, and watching everything and being helpless to in effect. And it's just seeing his perspective in his own mind was very interesting, and I really liked that. And then he just felt so helpless, and it made me want Dorian back. Eventually we do get him back at the end of the book. In this book, we meet Abrion, and Aaron is so weird. He creeps me out. The first time we actually see him, he's talking to Kale. Kale's doing something kind of shady. Because Aaron had the meeting, and then we see this guy, and there's Kale. I was like, what hell of a plot twist? And I'm just like, what? Why is he working with Abrion? He's trying to help Dorian. Nice, you work with the guy that worked with your ex-girlfriend. Wow, that's awkward. And Abrion's weird. He's so weird towards Aline. He's so, weird. And remember, Abrion trained her, and he feels like, I have a connection to you. I'm in love with you. Not really. He's just weird. Aline is back in Rithvold, and she disguised herself because she's technically a wanted woman, because the king is after her, because he's like, I'm going after you. And like, she cut her hair and she dyed it, so now she completely looks different. She still probably looks the same to most people, but the king must be some type of moron, because he didn't even recognize her at first. Like, either her disguise is good, no offense, Selena, in this part, or the king is just a moron, and she had to present herself at the end of the book, but I think he caught on, because she pulled all that crap at the thing when she wanted to save the Aedion, because like, she disguised herself as the dancers, because she knew the head of the dancers, the one that was in cahoots. They were celebrating Dorian's birthday, and like, they were doing these performances, and then she knew that the teacher who was doing it, so she kind of got in, and that was her disguise, to go and save Aedrion, because apparently killing a man is entertainment to most people, which I do not understand. How is murder entertaining to people? Like, it's messed up. Whatever. But then they brought up the flowers, and that's when, like, crap hit the fan, and, well, all hell broke loose. So, honestly, I'm so confused, and I was like, what's going on? That's the saving that we really wanted, that we were actually looking for from the last book, because she did save Aedion. The shipping in this book. Let's get to the shipping. Okay, whoever shipped Chaol and Celaena, well, obviously he's over, because we got, again, like every five, we got new characters. One of them is, we got Nesryn, and honestly, she's a love interest for Chaol, and they're cute together. I ship them. I don't ship Rowan and Celaena. I said it in the last book talk, and I'll say it in this one. I don't ship Rowan and Celaena one bit. You can think whatever you want, guys. I don't ship it. Okay. You know what? Since the book talk reviewers, we're all friends here. When Rowan and Celaena kissed for the first time, like, it took you like 2 books to really kiss. Come on. You were close. Kiss already! Whatever. When Aline and Rowan had that one scene where they got intimate for like a brief second, and they kissed, and they had that one intimate scene. Yes, I shipped them for one brief second. One hot second, I shipped them. Just one. Because we didn't know what was going to happen to Dorian. We didn't know what that was going on in his mind. Because he's being controlled by a demon, so we can't really see him from his point of view. But at the end of the book, so Lorien obviously is going to happen, but then she left him behind. So we don't even know what's going to happen in the next book. And I don't know what you guys probably, I don't know what you guys read. But honestly, I don't know. And when I read Empire Storms, I just hope I'm not disappointed with the whole, like, Lorien's not going to have any drama doubts. But I'll talk about that at the end of the video. We're well into the beginning of the book for me to be talking about theories. I just didn't ship. Nah. Chaol and Nesryn, it took me a while for them to ship, and honestly, I really wasn't following their storyline, like their love storyline for a while. And they were sitting in the tomb, I thought they were going to kiss, but I don't think they did. Well, maybe they did, I forgot. But honestly, I didn't really ship them for a little bit, and I really wasn't following on their storyline. I was more really following like Rowan and Aline for a little bit. But I don't know. I really didn't ship anybody in this book. Like, Lorien was kind of like not there at the moment. So I don't know. Like, the only real ship if I had to. And like I said, for a hot second, I shipped Rowan and Aline for a little bit. And a lot of people I could see were probably shipping like Rowan and Aline. I could see it. But honestly, yeah, for one hot second, yeah, I did. In this book, we see Celaena and Chaol kind of have a reconnection. They come back to each other and they're talking and they're in the tunnels. It's like the Comfort Storm, you have that little conversation and then like crap happens. But honestly, like, it was really interesting to see them talk and just walk through the tunnels. Because it was kind of awkward because she left for like Dorndale and then she comes back and then she sees Chaol again. And honestly, they left kind of things unsaid. And now, like, there are different points in their lives where, like, different things are happening. So they kind of have to talk about it. And it was really nice seeing that. I liked. And it was, like, really interesting. And there was a lot of interesting parts in this book. But this was a really good point in the book that I really enjoyed. And it was just really interesting. And I really liked it. And we just got to see, like, them talk as humans for once. And not actually argue, which I really liked. I'm going to get to the really good part of this book. The dinner with Aebrion was weird. I'm going to tell you that now. Like, he's weird. And honestly, like, when he put that ring on her, I was like, no, she's not evil, this is not Celaena. And then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, she must be faking it. And then, oh, look, she did! She faked it! And then she's, like, trying to fool Aebrion, which is a good thing. But then Aebrion ended up getting murdered by Lysandra. So, thanks, Lysandra. That dinner was kind of weird, and then, like, Aline and Rowan, they have this thing with their minds where they contact each other. Like, what is that? Like, it was written in italics, so obviously you can read their thoughts. What is it, a weird parabatai thing? Or a catacomb thing? They're just, like, having a weird mind conversation. Everyone's, like, having this conversation, and they're having their conversations. Like, 3 conversations happening at the same time, and I'm just, like, weirded out. And that dinner was creepy. And then Selena was wearing this really sexy dress, and I don't know why she was wearing it. Selena's being sexy. Rowan's checking her out. She's checking him out, and I'm just here, like, grossed out. Because, like, she eventually got the weird key back, and I thought that was kind of weird that Abrion actually gave it up, like, willingly, because I thought that was shady, and I thought, this guy obviously has a motive. Like, he's not gonna give it up by, like, the kindness of his heart. Like, who does that? Well, somebody that's not him. And I thought he was gonna kiss her. The way he got so close to her, like, why is he weird? Wait, we covered that. He is weird. So I'm gonna go over some characters. Christine didn't mention this character, but I'm gonna mention him. Turn. I think his name is Turn. He is so weird. He's Abrion's right-hand man, and he's like, hi, I'm the second king of assassins. And then after, like, Abrion dies, he just wants to make himself that. Remember, Selena got rid of the will, and she changed it. I didn't see that coming. That was one hell of a plot twist right there. Like, I didn't see her come with the will, and she changing the will. I thought that was legit. That was the reason she got the money back, so Aedion had his army to fight back. I didn't see that coming. I liked that one. Like, it was kind of surprising to me, and I actually thought it was legit, and I'm like, whoa, what hell of a plot twist there, and I like that. In the end, as bad as Turn was, everybody got what they wanted. Aline got the money, Turn got his stupid mansion back, and he got to be the king of assassins, because he was the beneficiary in the original will after Abrion died. So, everybody wins. Turn gets to be the freaking king of assassins, Aline gets her money, and no one ever found out, but I don't think it really matters at that point. Another character, Christine briefly mentioned her, but I'm going to mention her again because she's one of my favorite characters. I like Lysandra. Lysandra was like my favorite character in the book. She was very good. There's always one character in at least a series or that you follow throughout the books, but I hope she's in the next book because she's very, very good, and she's one of my favorite characters throughout the series. Besides Aedion, Aedion's like my other favorite character, but there's always one character I like to connect with, and that's in this book, in this series at least, it's Lysandra, and I'm assuming we're going to see more of her. I really liked her story about her getting kicked out of her house by her parents, and then she had to become like a prostitute. She had to live in a brothel and earn all this money, and then she saved that girl from becoming one of them too. She stopped Evangeline from becoming one, which is good, but then she ended up having to buy her, which why she had to continue her services. I really, really liked Lysandra's storylines. They really gripped me, and I enjoyed that. I'm gonna be honest, I enjoyed that scene overall in the books. Like, I enjoyed Lysandra's like backstory and her stories. That's what really got me in this book. I enjoyed her storylines more than I really enjoyed like Selena's in the main storylines, even though it was like kind of there's something within the story, but I enjoyed that. And there's always a small part of the story I enjoy, and this was it in this book. And I really liked her backstory. She's a shapeshifter, and that's not her true form. The beautifulness that is her now is not really her, because her powers are stuck. Because remember, King A-hole, Arlen, stopped magic, so I guess when she was shape-shifting and she's this beautiful woman, she's not really like that, because, again, King Arlen made that happen. So that's not her true form, but then eventually she does change forms because, well, they blow up the clock tower, and, well, magic is free, and, well, King Arlen, King A-hole, loses. I really like Lysandra's storylines and Evangeline, and like the way Evangeline was acting so sad, and half the time was really upsetting and stuff. And then she killed Ariel, and the fact that she was like his like client, I guess like his regular, I guess when she didn't have other clients, was really weird. The fact that they were actually sleeping together and having sex creeped me out. The fact that she slept with him was weird. Besides that fact, I really enjoyed it. And the fact that Rowan called her out on her power first because of the scenting, which is really interesting. And also with these witches, I'm gonna get to the witches next, but like the scent stuff, and like, and then the fact that Rowan could actually sense it, that she was the shapeshifter, was really good, and I really enjoyed that. The next character I want to discuss is Alid. Alid I like too. She was my second favorite character in this book. Like, I always liked the small characters. I liked her. She was a small character, but I liked her stories and the fact that she wanted to escape. And she did team up with Manon. Vernon, he's her uncle. Like, he feels like, he says that she's not a witch, but she obviously has some type of witch because her mother was a witch. And honestly, I really like enjoyed that with like Alid. Like, I think her character was fantastic, and she's some type of witch, but the fact that Manon knows, but she's lying about it because she's like, do you want to be a witch or a human? And even though she wasn't, and Manon knew about it, obviously she was still trusting her enough to lie, but Manon, again, everybody knows that she probably has some type of witch in her lead. And she was very interesting. Elide, like, has some type of witch blood, and obviously everybody knows it, but it's not blue blood. It's some type of other witch breed, because her mother was part witch, and she's not a whole witch, but she's part witch, but I guess that makes Manon trust her. So that was really interesting. I liked Elide, and the fact that she was trying to escape and trying to get out was interesting. I like that story as well. And I also like that she teamed up with Manon, and Manon's also trying to trust other people. And then the other character, Caitlin. Okay, Caitlin, or is it Catelyn? I don't know. She was in Crown of Midnight. She was in Airfire. Catelyn, we find out she's being, like, kind of abused or something by Duke Perrington because of her power, and she's kind of possessed. I think she's wearing the collar, too. And she apparently becomes nice at the end. She saves Elide. She helps Manon. She kills everybody. She ends up dying in the process, but she sacrificed herself for everybody, which was really, really honorable of her, and I really enjoyed that. And I really liked her because at first she was kind of evil. She was evil, then she was kind of nice to, like, Aline, and then she was kind of evil again, and then she's kind of nice. So, I don't know. She's kind of, like, switching around because in her defense, at least in the last part of the book, she was kind of working with Duke Perrington, so she had no choice, and he was kind of controlling her. Bastard. It was on her own merit in Throne of Glass. I guess being in the prisons changed her, and then he changed her. Again, evil bastard. I really liked her character, too. We saw more of her in this book than we saw of her, I guess, in, like, Throne of Glass, and I kind of liked her. I think I said in Cry at Midnight I liked Catelyn in the second book because we saw a different side of her that we didn't see, and I liked her also in this book. So I guess in Crown of Midnight and in this book I liked her, at least until she died. But it was still interesting, and I really liked her character. Now we're going to talk about these witches. Okay, so Manon's working for Duke Perrington. I don't know why, because the last book they were kind of training. Now they're going to actually go into freaking battle, and that ended up fantastic. It was really interesting. She was working with Duke, and then obviously, as I mentioned in Air of Fire, she's showing more heart. And we get Astrid's story. Astrid, as we know, as her second command, and we find out that she had a baby. She fell in love with a human. She had a baby, and it was stillborn. And then Manon's evil woman of a grandmother abused her because his witchling. She's like, hey, you're useless. I'm just gonna attack you. So honestly, like, I didn't like that. Her grandmother, who is she not attacked? We see kind of heartwarming when she shows that story. We see another side of her, and also Manon changes her mind. We see even more of Manon's heart, which I really, really like too. And I enjoyed that. And I'm really glad that we had that opportunity to see that. And I liked Astrid's story too. And Astrid, again, is another favorite character. But she got bumped back because she didn't want to go against this whole breeding thing with the witches. And she was all against it. And then Manon kind of like banished her and made her like not second in command. She made somebody else. But now she's back because she's hearing a story. And obviously Manon's gaining more heart. So obviously everything comes full circle with these witches. So honestly, like, with Manon, I liked her character development in this book from Air of Fire and this book. I thought she was in Crown of Midnight, but obviously I was wrong. I like Manon's character development between Air of Fire and Queen of Shadows. I enjoyed it a lot, and honestly, like, I see her care more and more, and I don't know what's going to happen in the next book, but she was nice for a very long time. We see, like, more character development of Manon in this book that I enjoyed. She helped Elide, and she was hearing Astrid's story, and it was nice character development between her, and, like, she brought Astrid back as her second in command after hearing her story. With the showdown with Aline and Manon, that's what changed everything. Manon's like, well, I'm nice, but now it changed everything. And now Manon's like, well, I'm turning all bitchy again, because I don't like what I'm seeing, and I'm not getting what I want. But now, Aline saved her life. When push came to shove, she saved her. She could have left her there to die. But we know that Manon, there's more books. We know she's going to continue, or some characters may end up dying. Maybe in the last book. But, like, there are some characters that may die in the middle of the series. I had a feeling Manon wasn't going to die anytime soon. So, obviously, Aline went and saved her. And now she owes her a life debt because she saved her life. I don't know how this is going to work out in the next book, but we'll see the effect of that one. And can we talk about Manon and Dorian? Like, I don't ship that either. Like, what? Is this the book that weird ships happen? Like, I agree with Christine. Like, Saturday Mass Motive must be like, hey, let's just make no ships happen. Like, let's match up Dorian and Manon, and let's match up Aline and Rowan, and just piss everybody off. Not just, like, me and Christine, because I agree with her. Let's not just piss them off and all these other booktubers, but let's just piss off anybody else who ships them. Because most people, let's be honest, and some of you, I know who you are, ship Salorian. Don't do not ship Salorian. I just didn't like that, but it was kind of weird because, I don't know, Manon kind of fell for, like, evil Dorian, like, demon evil Dorian, and it kind of, like, I don't know, it was kind of weird. I don't know, I'm just like, no! And then I thought that maybe they forgot each other from the end of the book, because the last we saw them reconnect was, again, when he was evil, and her grandmother was there, and the Kerrigan and the King Evil A-hole came in. Then we see her at the end because they look at each other, because Aline ended up going back to Riftfold because she has a new life now after the King Arlen died. They killed him, so there's like a new thing. But you know what, it's not always perfect. There's gonna be a new antagonist in the next book. After like Arlen died and everything was back, Aline made herself temporary leader of Riftfold until Dorian took the reins. But I thought that maybe Dorian was gonna forget. I even forgot about Manon and Dorian for a quick hot second, and then it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna bring her back, and we're gonna put them together. Like, I hope that they do. I think they do end up together. Manon and Dorian do end up together, and it's probably gonna happen. Now thinking about it, maybe it won't be that bad. But I still ship Salorian. He could be with other people, and I'd be okay with it, but as long as Salorian is Endgame, I don't really care. Rowan and Aline can go have their fun, and you know what? As long as Aline and Dorian end up together in the end, I don't care. Go have your fun with your other lovers. Go screw each other like bunnies to the end of time. I don't care. As long as they end up together by the end of the book, I don't know. Because now I have my doubts. Maybe they end up together, maybe they don't. Maybe that's what Sarah J. Maas wants us to think. I don't know. I forgot about that at the end. Then she showed up, and then they kind of smell at each other. So it makes you think, is she going to show up at the castle? Are they going to be a couple? As long as she ain't queen, I don't care. I want to talk about how the demons came to, and how King Arlen became evil. Because he became evil because he was with Brandon, and he was a duke, and then like it was cursed in this tomb, and then they ended up getting into Arlen somehow, and this was before the collar business happened, and that's how it happened. That's why the way he is, and we find out King Arlen surprisingly admits everything at the end because he knows he's gonna die. This is after Dorian comes back, and he admits everything that happened, and Dorian ends up coming back, and I like how they pulled kind of like the whole like Divergent, Triss, Tobias being like possessed. I guess the whole possessed, hey, bring back I love you thing is working. See, I told you something's happening. I guess like Sarah J. Maas pulled the whole like Cassandra Clare, Veronica Roth kind of thing where it's like, oh, Tobias, come back to me, and Jace, come back, and it's like I love you. And it's like the moral of the story really is, well, at least this part of the book, the person that you love, you'll come back for them. Technically, they really weren't a thing, but we know that Salorian is going to happen. There go my theories again. Because he came back for her, and we're obviously reminded of that, and something's going to happen in the next book. I don't care, again, who ends up with who. We all know that they're going to end up together because, like, he came back for her, not necessarily because he loved her. She didn't say, I love you. She just, like, spoke through him, and he ended up coming back. And honestly, like, it's always going to come back to Salorian. They're not going to be just friends. And honestly, he can deny all he wants. He likes Aline, and Aline can go and deny all she wants. She likes Dorian. Okay? I don't care about this Rowan, and I don't even care when Rowan ends up. Okay, yeah, do I want Rowan to end up with somebody? Yeah. Aedion and Lysandra are so cute. Like, I like their lines. They're very funny. And another thing, speaking of lines, I like the lines that Aline had in this book. This was had, as far as like witty comments and really funny lines go, this was the book that was really good. The lines were so funny, and I was laughing. Another reason why it's one of my favorite parts of the book, because good lines to me make a book memorable. I don't know word for word, but they're very good, and I really like them. Rowan was kind of funny. Out of everybody in the book, Aline was the funniest, and I had mentioned this before, and also, like, Aedion was funny, too. And I like Aedion's kind of hatred towards Rowan for a little bit, and I like that kind of tension. It was kind of funny tension, but not like that I really hate you tension, because they're all allies and they're working together, so it's not, like, totally horrible. I like those lines, and Manon had some good lines, too. But Aline definitely takes the cake with these lines. She's the one that really made me laugh with all these lines, and technically I like that side character again, like in Shatter Me, like Kenji, like he's always a side character that always makes the funny lines, but there are some cases where the main character, like Jace, will make the funny lines, and in this case it's Aline that's the main character that's gonna make those funny lines. Is it nice that it's like the main character? Yeah, but I'd like to have a character in a book where like they have witty comments, like a side character, somebody like that, and I'm still looking for that in this book. Like, I'm still looking for a character that has witty comments. Like, it can be the main character, but I'm still looking for that side character that kind of brings the oomph to the story. But considering we have like one more book, and counting Empire Storm as 3, but like 3 more books that I have to read. I need that character that but I like Aline, and I expect more funny lines from her in the next book, and I really hope that we get that. The icing on the cake would just be that one character. The closest we had was Nox. Now we have like Aedion, but I still want that character that has that oomph. Like, I just need that kind of character. I don't care if it's just for one book, as long as we get that like one oomph character that I'm kind of looking for. But maybe some books don't have that, so I don't really care. But Celaena was really good with these lines, but I'm just still looking for that side character, and I hope we get that. But the closest thing we have is like Aedion and Celaena. But as far as side character goes, yeah, Aedion. I want to talk briefly about, like, I mentioned this book briefly before. I'm going to go back to him as a weird SOB as he is. Abrion. With Abrion, like, his murder was interesting because, like, Aline told her to kill him, and she had the knife under the pillow and she killed him. I'm surprised he actually didn't, like, wake up. I guess he's a heavy sleeper, which worked out. He's sleeping forever now. It was really interesting because after the fact, when Aline got called back to the keep, and he's there, and, like, she saw the body, and then she disembodied him because she's like, just to make sure, which I kind of saw something like that coming. Honestly, I'm going to say something, like, hearing about the Assassin's Keep and everyone, it makes me more, like, intrigued to read Assassin's Blade, because I want to see more of, like, Celaena's life before this and her life as an assassin. I hope just Sam makes an appearance because I want to see more of him. I don't know if it's after he dies, but I want to say maybe he'll make some type of appearance because this is beforehand and maybe before he dies. So I really want to see more Sam too. I want to read more about that, and hearing about the Assassin's Keep and her becoming an assassin, even bring like Airfire and Abrion, weirdo that he is, makes me want to read more, and I can't wait to read Assassin's Blade because it makes me like curious as to how this all started. I think I'm going to read Assassin's Blade before the next book comes out. I'm going to read Empire Storms, and I think I'll read Tower of Dawn, and then maybe I'll read Assassin's Blade so that like I can get myself ready for the next book. I really enjoyed that, and I really want to see that, and reading about the Assassin's Keep was really interesting, and I hope to get more on that storyline. All in all, we had a nice ending to this book. King Arlen dies. He admits everything. Because of all this money, I guess, that like Aline acquired, other than paying for Aedion's army, Aline paid off Lysandra's debts, which was really nice, and now she's free. She's going to be part of Aline's court, and we had like a really nice ending. Cassandra was kidnapped, and honestly, I was like, whoa, didn't see that coming. Like, honestly, the king was just like, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, she was gonna use her first power, and then like she ended up saving her, and that's how everything ended up happening, and the whole Dorian thing, and Aline saved her, so it ended up working out. But all in all, we had a really, really nice ending to this book, and I really enjoyed it. And the king's dead, but we're gonna obviously, like I said before, have another antagonist. To wrap up this very, very, very long book talk, my theories for Empire Storms, I want to see Silurian. Obviously, I've mentioned that a million times, and I'll mention it again in Empire Storms book talk. I want to see, as far as ships go, I'll cover the ships thing. I want to see Silurian happen. I want to see Lysandra and Aedion end up together. I'd like to see Rowan end up with somebody, and I said this in my last book talk, I want to see Rowan with somebody that's not Aline. I want to see Manon with somebody that's not Dorian. I want to see some type of ships, like, I don't know, go fine, mix things up. We still have, like, one more book. Fine, go mess around. And as far as like, what I feel is going to happen with this whole Manon thing, was kind of left open-ended at the end of this book. So my theory is that Manon's probably going to end up with Dorian somehow, and Aline and obviously Rowan are going to like pursue their relationship. I think they're still together. And obviously I think Aedion and Lysandra are going to end up together, which I don't mind. That's the one ship I'm not going to mess with. I just want to see all that happen. Obviously there's going to be a new antagonist. I don't know who it's going to be. It may be Duke Barrington because he's still alive. So he's probably going to take the reins. I think he may be the antagonist here. I don't know. Or Vernon. I think it's probably going to be Duke Barrington. He's probably going to make himself king. But now that Dorian is king by Jason because his father's dead, Dorian's going to end up becoming king. He's king now. Duke Barrington is going to come back from the dead. We know he's not dead. He's going to come back. Vernon's going to come back, and he's probably going to be his right-hand man again. And they're going to wind up doing something, and it's just going to be so much stuff that's going to go down. And it's just going to unfold from there, and it's going to be another big battle, because these books are known to have big battles, at least in Airfire in this one. Because I think originally this was only supposed to be 4 books, but she continued on the series. From here on, I think that there's going to be a lot more stuff that's going to go down, and there's going to definitely be some character deaths. Another ship, like Chaol and Esseryn, are obviously going to end up together. They're kind of together now. I forgot to mention, Chaol is paralyzed from the waist down. He survived King A-hole's little reign because he had the Eye of Elena in his pocket. So there's that. So obviously, Cale, he's a good character. He's not my favorite character, but he's a good character too. But obviously, I want him cured. I want him to be able to walk again. And he's paralyzed, so they're going to go see a healer. And everybody's obviously going their opposite ways right now. But I hope everybody comes back together and we get some type of reunion. I hope it's not the end of the book. But I don't know. Or the series for that matter. If it has to be book or series, I'll settle for book. I just want him to be cured. I want to see more Nesrin. This book takes place in multiple POVs. Yes, I want to see some men. I want to see a lead come back. I want to see them mention more of Sam. I want to see them mention more of like her previous life to becoming an assassin. I want more information on that. I like Lysandra's story. I want more of her story. And Evangeline and everybody, all those fun characters and Aedion. There's a lot of stuff that I want to happen. And I just hope my theories are confirmed because I can just see myself saying in the next book talk, my theories from the last book talk are wrong. Because that's happened before, and like I said, I didn't read Empire Storms yet, but I just hope to see some of that stuff happen. These are just theories, but that's just what I think is going to happen. That is my video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked this book talk. I'm going to be honest, I think it was better than my Heir of Fire book talk, because I remembered a lot more because I finished this book back in May, and I just hope you guys enjoyed it. I put a lot more information in this book talk than Heir of Fire. Hey guys, Future Erin here. I'm just coming to you from the future because I was editing my video and I noticed towards the end I put some information in that was very old. I'm giving you an update about stuff that already happened in the video, so obviously that information will be cut out of the video because that video was filmed in September and it's just going out now because I had technical issues and I had to like move up all my other videos. I had to do the writing video first and then everything else that followed, so I didn't get to it till now. So this Queen of Shadows book talk was filmed a few months ago. So whatever update at the end was old, so I don't know if I'm going to be cutting out extra footage or whatever. Probably because that information is very, very old and I didn't know that was going to happen. I backed everything up onto my external hard drive, so I know that's not going to happen this time around. I just want to give you guys a quick update on what's going to happen at the end of the video. Just give you like a little proper ending, a little updated one rather than the other one. So what's going to happen now is like, this is going to be a very brief update, so like you can get back to past Erin. And the regular ending, this is just a little bit of an update. The new update is that I have videos going out. This video is going out late. Like, I filmed a bunch of videos over like winter break when I had a month off from school in between semesters. So those videos are going out soon. I have a book haul, a bunch of book talks, and I also have a really interesting video that's going to go out if you follow me on social media or know about that stuff. I just want to let you guys know that these videos are going out very soon, right after this video. So they're going to be out a little late because I'm trying to find as much time as I can to edit videos in between schoolwork and obviously working. And I just have a lot going on. So I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible. Well, actually, this video's out by now. This video is late, like 7 months late. I have a bunch of videos that is going to go out. I don't know when all these videos are going to go out. It depends on my speed of editing. But I'm hoping that I get these videos out maybe May. And then after that, maybe a hiatus, but I know I'm going to start filming videos come when the semester's over. I'll be doing some book talks. I filmed videos, but I didn't know if I was going to go out sporadic or like out of order or whatever. But I was going to do that, and I filmed it. I got to obviously cut that stuff out because they're just going to go out the way that I filmed them because it just works out that way. So, like, by the time that I get all those videos out, and I don't think I explained it at the end of the video, maybe. I don't know if I did. So, even if I didn't, I'll just say it. I'll reiterate again. After that last video goes out, I'll probably go on hiatus for a little bit. It depends on the timing. Maybe, maybe not. It depends. But I'm hoping my writing video, the last video I filmed that I have on my computer, hopefully goes out by the time BookCon rolls around. So, my next video for you guys, maybe a BookCon vlog, but I'm not positive. But I would like to do some book talks before that, so we'll see. I may do an announcement video about going to BookCon, because I think I did that last year, but we'll see. Oh wait, I'm announcing I'm going to BookCon now? Okay, wait. I may do some videos like before BookCon. I'd like to do that, maybe pre-film some, and then maybe edit some, because I like the idea of pre-filming and then editing so I can get them out on time so that I have everything done, so all I do is edit them. But I don't know. It just depends on timing because like semester, college student and stuff, so it's kind of hard to get videos out. But I'm trying my best. I'm going as fast as I can. Those videos, like I have like 5 videos going out. They'll be out as soon as possible. I'm going to try to speed up my editing a little bit, but like I said, due to timing, it may not happen, but we'll see. I just want to give this short update because obviously the other update in the other video is way, way old. This is the story with this video. It was all edited, sort of like rough cut ready, almost and then the computer crashed and I did not save it onto an external hard drive. Actually, I didn't have the external at the time, but I didn't back it up. So this time around I did, and I'm doing the smart thing and I'm backing it up as I go. I didn't back it up, so the whole thing deleted. So that's why I'm giving you this update now, because obviously, like I said, back then past Erin did not know that was going to happen. So I'm just giving you this very short/long update. This will replace the end of the video, and I may keep some things in, like the end when I talk about my social media, because, well, I'm not gonna do it now because if it's the end of my video. That's it, and whatever update I give you at the end of my writing video is gonna be pretty accurate. So I'd like to give you some more update videos before, like, the spring. Like I said, I'm trying to get my videos out at least by May the latest. I hope I get that done, and I want to get those videos out by May the latest, but like I said, I'm going to try. I'm considering the semester ends in May, so we'll see. So anyway, just stick around for more updates. And I just wanted to give you that short little update. And that's basically it. Keep in touch with me on social media. I'll give you some updates on when videos go out, because I do post on Instagram when my videos go out. So you can just check that out when this video goes out. Obviously, the video is out by now, so by the time you see this. So, I'm just letting you know that. So, that's basically it. So, that's the end of this little update I just wanted to give you. It's a little longer than I wanted it to be, but okay. With that being said, I take you back to past Erin and her somewhat update. Depends on what I decide to keep in, edit out, or whatever. And I will take you back to past Erin from a few months ago. There are going to be more videos coming up very soon, and I just wanted to let you guys know that. I just hope you guys enjoyed that book talk, and I'll be doing more book talks. But I hope you enjoyed my video. More videos are coming soon, and that's pretty much it. But I hope you enjoyed my Colorado vlog too, because I had a good time on my trip, and I wanted you guys to see it, and I explained that in the writing video too. That's basically the announcement. I know it's somewhat long, but I'm trying to shorten them. I hope it's not that long. So, get rid of that. Videos, yeah. Okay, so with that being said, if you are not following, I'm at Rail Writing on Instagram and Twitter, and I'm at DivergentFan93 on Snapchat. So follow, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.